It's K time.
Who will make the cut? Who will win our hearts? MJT Reviews.
Hi everyone, it's me, Mitchell James, and welcome back to MJT Reviews. It's K time. In this video, I'm doing a BTS MV. Life goes on. Oh, life goes on. And it's only gonna make me strong. It's a fact. Once you get on board, take it back, go back. The end rhymes. Nobody. Not cool. Okay, so this is going to be the last BTS MV that I react to for the year 2020. I am doing my K-pop award show of 2020. And my top 30 of 2020 will also be out as well. So check that out and subscribe to see more K-pop content and reactions, including BTS reactions. You best believe it, buddy. So, yeah, let's look at Life Goes On. Please be really good. Please be really good. It's been a really dry year for BTS music. So, I'm really looking forward to this. Unfortunately, I always start this with a really high standard, so you really have room to disappoint me, I guess. But let's have a look at what Life Goes On is like. My biases are Jimin and Woo, and also the other one. Clearly, my bias. The other one has grown on me. What's his name? Is it like? Okay, I gotta find out because otherwise I'll get hate from everyone. BTS is not like my Jungkook. It's Jungkook. Yeah, I thought it was Jungkook, but I was like, I don't know exactly, so I want to make sure. But they're my top 3 anyway. And what I will say is that I was a BTS fan before most people were BTS fans. I was a fan when Danger was out, when Boy in Love was out, not Boy with Love. And as you know, shout out to my friend AJ, ASC BTS, hashtag ASC BTS. Let's just get to the reaction. Sorry, Rom. Reacting in 2 sec and go. Oh, Mask. Very topical. Okay, it's going to be like a kind of ballady, strummy guitar, acoustic pop song. Starting from V. Nice light vocals here, light tone. So it started with Jungkook, went to Jimin, and the reason why Jimin is my ultimate bias of BTS because he just has the vocals. Like they need him to be able to do songs, unless they did like really kind of crap songs with no vocal range. RM, I thought he was gonna eat it. I'm like, oh, fame has really gotten to him. Why is he in his pajamas? Oh, I guess they're all in the pajamas. Okay, listening to the song. Kind of nostalgic sounding. I don't know if this is like a second release from the album or something, although I thought it was the first release from whatever it's supporting. It definitely sounds like a kind of 4th single of an album kind of track. What's that? Like a gun battle. Interesting. Singing, it's a kind of nice, chilled melody, and then they kind of got like chipmunky octave higher vocals going over it, which I don't really like that. I think they do too much tweaking with BTS songs now. I kind of miss their old school. Like I really miss their old school. Just One Day. You guys weren't even around when BTS was good. J-Hope. Yeah, it's nice. I kind of already know how the rest of the song's going to go now. But I hope they have a really good middle section that doesn't leave it so predictable. There's a lot of kind of like octave higher, kind of, I don't know how you'd say it, like really light vocals. The song's not really doing it for me. I need a little bit more sophistication. It is going on kind of like nostalgic memories. This would be when you've been driving on a really long road trip and you're like kind of sick of everyone, you're all yelling at each other and you've had enough of everyone in the car and you just put this on, everyone says nothing. For sure that's the kind of moment that this song is good for. Or if you're kind of stressed and you're someone that works well with kind of like a really kind of stress relieving song, very peaceful song. It's a nice song. But very chilled, non-offensive. I think I said that last time for a BTS song with Dynamite. Look, I was wrong with Dynamite. Dynamite's got a Grammy nomination and it's... Yeah. Yeah, see, Jimin is like... Are they putting Jimin in the octave higher? Jimin is just... They're wasting away now in BTS. Because they're not giving them the songs with the high vocal range because, they want to go with the bedroom pop vibe. Oh my gosh, just such a disappointing year for BTS. I didn't want to start this. People are going to say, like, he's starting this video very charged, like he wanted to hate them. But it's not the case. I just wanted to check my microphone was working then, but the levels moved. It's not the case. I wanted to love it. I always come in being like, please give me a BTS song to love. They just haven't done it. Why TXT are getting all the really good songs for Big Hit. It's crazy. You would think it would be the other way around, but somehow TXT just getting the songs. Maybe Big Hit's over BTS. That's what it sounds like to me. I don't know what's going on with the low quality songs for BTS. This was really, people need to look in the mirror and start going on like, we really need to invest into these songs for BTS. I don't know if a lot of them wrote these songs, not bringing them down for bad songwriting, but sometimes they'll I know RM does write a lot of songs. I know J-Hope writes a lot of songs. But even then they usually co-write and they usually they've done it before. They've written songs and the songs are great. So I'm not really going to put them under that bus. Yeah, this is really disappointing. And then we've got the biggest fan base in the industry is always BTS fans. And this year is just like, wow, I don't know. You can't rely on just style alone. You can't rely on the chemistry of the groups alone. You can't rely on ethos alone. You can't rely on great touring. If you don't have the amazing songs, that can only sustain, the other stuff can only sustain with a teen audience for so long. And then people are going to be like, what's the I'm not getting the hype. Like they're overrated. So yeah, go back to the Danger days. Danger is one of my favorite songs. Go back to Boy in Love. Go back to Just One Day. Oh, Just One Day gives me chills. Even I wasn't a fan of War of Hormone, but hey, I like them grunge. I don't like them kind of this bedroom pop. But hey, I don't know anything. They're nominated for a Grammy Award for Dynamite. Dynamite for me was such a nothing song. I don't know anything when it comes to this. So I'm the first to admit that I just do not know anything about the BTS craze because it's kind of going against everything in textbook K-pop stuff. I'm almost so close to saying that BTS are no longer branded as K-pop. But yeah, I want to see them do more like what TXT is doing, be more like your juniors. But it's the whole thing. I'm worried about BTS. I'm worried about the fan crossover. I don't think the fans are going to cross over once BTS are not in anymore, because let's face it, if BTS stays popular forever, they've defied everything that has to do with K-pop, because no K-pop group remains incredibly popular. Like, when you think about it, I think even TVXQ had a bigger fan base than maybe BTS has a bigger fan base than TVXQ now. But at one point, TVXQ had the biggest fan base in the world, more fans than the Beatles, more fans than Elvis. And you look at TVXQ now and you're like, okay, where their fan base? There's, I'm sure, a few loyal ones that have gone into their 30s. But yeah, they're not in anymore. So I'm giving BTS really needs to do some things to really cement themselves into the K-pop industry long term. I don't know if they've been consulted by people outside the industry. Luckily, they're doing songs in Korean, which is the only reason why I'm like, okay. And luckily, they're still doing K-pop stuff. So I'm like, okay. But I'm looking at the kind of stuff they're producing, and it just sounds like they don't care anymore to me. They've lost the mojo. They've lost the care factor. I wouldn't be surprised if, even if their contracts end, they wouldn't re-sign after all this. And everyone's like, what? But you're the biggest group in the world. I don't know. I'm just rambling, but I'm rambling because I'm just so kind of underwhelmed for this year with BTS. You'll have to see my top 30 K-pop songs and my award show to see that. Just, I'm sure I'm going to get a lot of like shock and hate about the lack of BTS songs in there. But I tried so hard. I was waiting for that song. Even the last real BTS song that really blew me away was that solo song by V. What was the name of it? I'm going to tell you, because you're going to be like, you don't know anything. And it's okay. I'm not that gutted if you think that. But I kind of hope that you get where I'm coming from. What's the name of the V song that I like? Singularity. Oh my gosh. You had such a good moment with Singularity, and you could say that was a bedroom pop vibe, although that was a little bit before bedroom pop was getting big. I would say that's more of a chilled R&B vibe, more traditional R&B, which they need to go to if they're going to be doing R&B. But I don't think a lot of these singers are actually R&B singers, can I just say? I think you got V, you've got Jungkook, and End of List. Jimin is for sure, he would do power pop any day. RM does hip hop. J-Hope, I don't know, maybe like the Wiggles. God, this is not a hate video. I don't know how much I'm going to edit this. I think I'm having a bad, I'm not having a bad day. I'm just having like why couldn't you be so good? Anyway, my advice is to the BTS fans, if you want to stay loyal with Big Hit, because I'm looking at the TXT views, the Together by Tomorrow group views, and I'm like, where are the views? Where are the BTS fans? Where's the loyalty to Big Hit? There is none. So when BTS demises, which they will, it's only factually supported that K-pop groups don't stay popular forever. You know, you've really got Super Junior is still around. But I mean, when you look at how popular Super Junior now is, and I love Super Junior, as you can see, it's my OG bias group. But, you know, popularity fades. I will always still love Super Junior, and I still obsess over them. But then you look at like, okay, then EXO came in, and everyone loved EXO. And then NCT, and everyone's loving NCT. So when BTS goes, I have an expectation that the BTS fans are going to cross over to TXT, and if they don't, I'll be nothing but disappointed, and their fandom was a waste of time for the K-pop industry. That's my end of spiel. That's my ranting, rambling. I do a lot of other K-pop reaction videos, so check out them to see kind of what my standard is, to see that I'm not like this loony person that just hates on everything. Don't hate this song. It's just that I nothing this song really. I don't have it. It was a real safe song, just like the last 3 BTS songs I heard. So I'm like, This is the biggest group in K-pop? Wow. Okay. Well, they're not the K-pop industry. They do not reflect K-pop. But I love them all so much. Been a big fan for years. As I said, my friend AJ and I, we became friends over BTS. And when he got to meet BTS online on TV in Korea. And so, yeah, I just know how great BTS are, and I want to see more genuine fandom as well. And I mean, like, not just style fandom, care about the music. That's my advice. Yeah. I should think about, like, how would I write a BTS song? That might be a mission for 2021. That might be a 2021 resolution. Anyway, yeah, subscribe to see more K-pop videos and my award show and my top 30 K-pop MVs of 2020, along with all my other K-pop reaction videos. You can request reactions for me to do in the future, and I may do them, and I'm going to be doing more for 2021. Until next time, 감사합니다, 안녕, and goodbye.
Who will make the cut? Who